Welcome back for another Chit Chat video, Twibsters. Without wasting time, can you guess who is our today's celebrity star? It's Johnny Depp. Disclaimer, this video in no way promotes illegal activities, and it's just for entertainment purposes only.
Don't waste our time. Start the video or else I'm leaving.
All right, here we go. Hey Johnny, great to chat with you today. How's it going?
Hey there, doing all right? Thanks for having me. Just been playing some guitar, you know, the usual creative stuff.
So, Johnny, you've been in tons of movies. What's your favorite kind of character to play? The funny ones, the scary ones, or maybe the ones with cool costumes?
That's a tough one. I like characters that are a little bit of everything. A bit weird, a bit funny, maybe even a bit mysterious. That keeps things interesting, you know?
That makes sense. Acting seems like a lot of fun. Do you get to wear the costumes all the time, even when the cameras aren't rolling?
Not usually. Most costumes can be pretty hot and uncomfortable under the studio lights. But sometimes, if the character's really cool, I might sneak a hat or a prop home as a souvenir.
Sounds like a fun perk. Besides acting, do you have any other hobbies you like to do?
Absolutely. I love music, as I mentioned before. I also like to paint. It's a great way to relax and express myself.
Cool. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you pick? Maybe a place that inspired you for a role.
That's a good question. Maybe somewhere with beautiful beaches and crystal clear water. The Caribbean was pretty amazing while filming Pirates, you know?
Speaking of pirates, Captain Jack Sparrow is such a cool character. Did you have to practice a funny voice for him, or did it just come naturally?
A little bit of both, maybe. I definitely played around with different voices and accents to find the right fit for Jack.
That's awesome. You seem like a really interesting person, Johnny. What's one thing most people might not know about you?
Well, I actually collect vintage Barbies. They're surprisingly fascinating pieces of history, you know?
Wow, that's unexpected. What advice would you give to someone who wants to be creative, just like you?
Don't be afraid to be different. Let your imagination run wild, and don't be afraid to try new things. The best creative ideas often come from the unexpected.
We heard you're good at guitar. Do you have a favorite band or musician?
There are so many greats, but I'd have to say Led Zeppelin is a band I always come back to for inspiration.
Your characters are always so interesting. Do you come up with any backstories for them, like a secret hobby or fear?
Absolutely. It helps me flesh out the character and makes them feel more real. For example, Jack Sparrow might be secretly terrified of, well, I can't tell you that. It would ruin the surprise.
You mentioned painting. Do you have a favorite color to use?
I love bold colors. Reds, blues, and yellows always seem to find their way onto my canvas.
What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you on a movie set?
I accidentally tripped over a cannonball prop and landed flat on my face. The crew thought I was joking at first, but then they saw tears in my eyes.
Okay, last question. If you weren't an actor, what do you think you'd be doing instead?
That's a tough one. Maybe a musician or perhaps a teacher. I always enjoyed learning new things in school and helping others understand them too.
Thanks for the chat, Johnny. This has been a blast. If you like our video, subscribing to TWIBS will cost you $0. Comment if you want the second part and write your questions. Or tell us which celebrity star you want to question next.